Welcome to the Tao of Women. And today's passage is filled with wisdom around collaboration and working together as a community. So, as a community, as we gather, I give you a deep and humble bow. Grateful for you that are here live with me right now, and for everyone who arrives and receives this on the replay. You are welcomed here. In this passage, passage 66, is a very relevant passage to our times. So let us take a nice breath together. Really feel ourselves arrive and anchoring here in the present moment. And as we breathe together, know that each one of us is contributing, is collaborating right now as we create this Tao of Women experience. So one more breath, really receiving the beauty of each other's presence here. If you have the book, read along with me. If not, let these words permeate your field. Passage 66. Collaborating. Working in harmony with others, the wise woman is able to accomplish great things. This has always been the way of women. Sewing quilts, making baskets, growing food. The community is one family. Isolation has not proven healthy for the individual nor for the community. It's better to remember the old ways. Let's read that one more time. And as we're reading it, as of this moment, we are coming off of the heels of Mother's Day and thinking of all the mothers, whether we have given birth or not, we hold the archetype of mother, and we are from a mother and from Great Mother. So as we read it again, holding the archetype of the Great Mother. Collaborating, working in harmony with others, the wise woman is able to accomplish great things. This has always been the way of women. Sewing quilts, making baskets, growing food. The community is one family. Isolation has not proven healthy for the individual nor for the community. It is better to remember the old ways. And with that, my love, let us embody this passage of collaboration. Finding your practice space, finding your feet, drawing yourself together, your hands and feet together as you stand tall as a pillar in your community. And as you come to your practice, we have a nice breath. And with a humble bow, we empty our cup. We let go. We let go of the challenges of collaboration. We let go of all the ways trying to work with people has been so hard. We're releasing that hardship of working together and making ourselves empty and open like a beginner. And when you're ready, feel your feet on the earth, inhaling, drawing this energy up through the soles of your feet, up through your legs, up through your spine, up through your torso and shoulders, lifting your head, softening your knees as you step across the threshold into our sanctuary. And let's begin. There's a lot to say, and yet let's let this be few words. We're going to open our energy field to attune ourselves to be able to collaborate even better. So we're going to activate our energy by having a stretch. So as I'm sinking down, I'm going to invite you to follow with me as we inhale together, we rise up. And as we rise up, we inhale, we inhale, we inhale. And this is a stretch. And we let our hands, when they make it to the top, we cross our hands. And we make it to the top. Inhale a little bit more and reach a little higher. And a little bit more. Inhale a little and reach a little higher. And now you simply exhale. Exhale a little more. And now we'll inhale, reaching up, inhaling, crossing your hands, reaching a little higher, creating space, inhaling a little more, and then exhaling down. One more time, we're going to inhale, cross your hands, breathe, inhale more, stretch and reach, grow, inhale more, and now exhaling down. And as you exhale down, exhale out a little bit more. And now this time your hands want to float up. See how we've activated our energy? Our hands are wanting to float up. We're letting the backs of our hands come close to each other, and then they spiral inward as our hands float down. Our pinkies come close to our body as we soften and sink. And then we inhale and rise. Backs of our hands come close as we spiral and sink, as we draw in this energy, making ourselves grounded in our present need and our present moment, and open to being receptive to receive the support so that we can be a collaborator, that we can show up and contribute in a way that's integrous. And we can also open and we can receive support and collaboration from the universe, collaboration from our community. And as we're doing this, we're softening and opening ourself, making ourselves available, as well as receiving the support. And I want to just presence working with other people and sometimes how challenging it can be. Because sometimes we make the mistake of who we should work with and why. Sometimes we ask our friends and our families to support us when we're working. Sometimes we're no longer, maybe as modern women, we might not be growing all our food and sewing and making baskets together. We might be growing a business, writing a book, leading a retreat, teaching, right? And it takes a team to do all these things, and it takes a team to share and bring your great work out into the world. And sometimes the mistake we make is that we ask our friends and family to help us. And while your friends and family are essential for your well-being, your friends and family only know you for who you have been. They have history with you. They've known you your whole life. And so when you're trying to bring something new out into the world, they have no frame of reference for who you are now or who you're becoming. And they're not the ones that are going to help bring you to the precipice of your new unfolding. And then the other mistake happens is that we reach out to the people that maybe want to come to our classes. They may be students or participants or clients or customers. But see, they love your work. They want to be a part of it. But they're not at the capacity to contribute in a leadership role. They're there for you to serve and to contribute to. So they're not the right ones to ask for support. And so now as we start to shift, we're becoming more discerning on who we ask for support. And in this collaboration, let's let our hands float out now to the front as we stay in the same fluid motion as we open ourselves and then we make ourselves available to receive at the level of our heart. We're opening ourselves to these collaborators that are called power partners. They are just as dedicated and devoted to their art, to their practice, to their business, to their service as you are. They're wanting to up level, they're stepping into their leadership, they are rising up, and they're just as committed as you. So you're like, awesome, this is the type of person I want to work with to bring my work out into the world. Now, the challenge here lies in many of those people are so self-absorbed that they can't really see that helping you is actually helping them. So even in that group of people that are just as committed to their art as you, still most of them are not the right ones to collaborate with because they're so caught up in their own ego and in their own grasping for their own success and achievement. And yet still, there are a few out there that want to bring their work out into the world, and they know that supporting one another and doing it together and co-creating makes it exponentially better and easier. And so those are the few people out there to collaborate with. So as you are floating your hands here, I'm going to be quiet for a moment as you're thinking through all your projects and all the times you've reached out for support and all the times it didn't work out. And also start to think and feel into who is an actual power partner that you could connect to. And as you're in this contemplation, I'm going to read the passage to you one more time. Collaborating. Working in harmony with others, the wise woman is able to accomplish great things. This has always been the way of women. Sewing quilts, making baskets, growing food. The community is one family. Isolation has not proven healthy. for the individual nor for the community. It is better to remember the old ways. And so as we remember the old ways, and as we know, isolation is not going to work if you're up to great things in this world, if you're stepping into a leadership role. And so let our hands return. And as we start to remember that all of the community is one family, let your hands float up to the horizon. And when they make it there, your hands just simply rest. And then you're going to turn your palms over as you twist your waist. And then you're going to reach up and gather this energy and return to the front. You're creating a sphere. And now you're letting your hands float down, integrating. We've done this many times in the Tao of Women. This is called pulling down the heavens in the 6 directions. And what I want us to feel in this moment is that the whole community is one family. And there's many different people to work with and collaborate with. And there's an opening and there's a discerning. And as you turn to the side, you start to see and connect with this circle of women, this circle of community members all around you. And you're receiving the support as a form of integration as it pours into your body. As you are stable here, you start to lend a hand and contribute. You open yourself to receive, and you see that you are cultivating a community where there's a sister behind you, a sister in front of you, a sister to the right and to the left of you. Just like the mothers and the mothers, 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 all around you in a field, in a family of kinship. We're opening ourselves. We're learning to skillfully work together and to receive and to give and to share, and creating this circle, this field of energy, of collaboration and harmony, knowing you are never alone and you are never meant to be. And there are certain people to work with for certain projects. So that you can unfold into the moment, into the fullness of who you are, and so you can remember your essence and bring your work into the world fully supported in collaboration with the earth, in collaboration with the sky, in collaboration with your ancestors and descendants, in collaboration with the seen and the unseen. Making yourself available. This time we're about to complete, so your hands are going to come up. Your feet are going to come together as your hands make it to the top. Reach and stretch. Turn your palms down and just simply let your hands float down. Let gravity do all the work as you are completing today's practice. You're letting everything below your hands go down and in so you can store, receive, and absorb. Letting this practice collaborate with your well-being. And everything above your hands is clear and bright. Your shin is up, your chi is down. Your hands are gradually making it to your dantian, folding them over your navel. As you breathe, you simply let this wisdom and this experience and this energy arrive into your belly as your attention settles in your center. Taking a moment to absorb the nourishment of our time together. And thank you for practicing. And so let's stir this nourishment in, making circles in one direction and then going the other direction just to seal it in. And with that, we're going to bow out. Right hand makes a fist. Rise like the sun every day. You're a brilliant, bright, luminous light. Left hand covers it. Just like the moon, yin, you're a whole and complete, even in your darkest hour. And we bring them together to our heart with humbleness and compassion. And we bow. And we bow to each other. Everybody here in this circle, live and on the replay. We bow to all of those that we collaborate with. And we bow to our teachers' teachers, and the teacher within. And we draw it back into our heart. We do not keep it here, loves. We let it infuse our heart. It comes into our belly so it can take root and hold. And then we step back across the threshold, back into our life. We shake it off. We rub it in. We say, thank you. Thank you for contributing and collaborating with me. I invite you to get a copy of the book. The link is in the description. I invite you to push like and subscribe. Share this with your friends. This is how we can support one another and bring our great work out into the world. I'll see you next week. And remember, share in the comments what you received. And share, I'm curious about your experiences with collaboration, with working with maybe the wrong person on accident, and then what it was like to work with somebody that you were attuned to, and what great things came from that partnership and collaboration. Okay, see you next week.